Aquarius, what up though? I am Tarot King, the Prophet, back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do a December through January, mid-December through mid-January tarot reading forecast for you guys. Let's see how it works out, right? It's been so long since I did an Aquarius one. It's been months, and I apologize for that, but here we are, okay? So I'll start every reading out with a fortune cookie, and that's going to be from the Moonology Oracle deck. Then I have a little deck and I have a big deck. The big deck I'll be using to lay out the general energy and also the main energy for the past, present, and the future. And then I'll use the little deck to do some clarifications. Then I'll come back, I'll do some clarifications, then I get some summaries from the little deck, and then I'll come back with a final message from the universe from the big deck. All right, without further ado, I've already said my prayers. I've already did a lot of shuffling and all that stuff, so get the cards nice and mixed up for my last reading that I just did for Capricorn, and before that Sagittarius. So if you get the opportunity, if that's in your chart somewhere, go ahead, check those readings out and see what they do for you. Okay, all right, so without further ado, let's get to this Moonology Oracle card. All right, a time for healing, balsamic moon. As for you, Aquarius, a time for healing, balsamic moon. Let's see what it's talking about. 11 is your number, Aquarius, and that's dope because that was Capricorn's number 2. They just had a different combination to put it there to make it there. All right, a time for healing, balsamic moon. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Aquarius, the tune to the moon is, when one is healed, all are healed. Nice. The teaching behind it is, patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creatrix power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. All right, not too bad, Aquarius. So, without further ado, again, we go back over to this big deck, shuffle up a little bit, and we're gonna get the general energy for the whole reading. Yes. Oh, looks like we got one. Number 2 card, the number 2 major arcana card, the Seer. This is all about, this is the second person that you see on your journey, that you meet, that you learn something from on your journey as the wanderer in this deck. But this is about following your intuition. Following your intuition to get to what it is that you desire with fulfillment all behind you, okay? It's about being able to do some things with your eyes closed if you're correctly following your intuition, all right? So let's go into the past, present, and the future. Bam, past, 6 of bows in reverse. The present, 5 of bows. And the future, the King of Arrows in reverse. The cards are bending up. Going like bats. Unbend. Going back to the past, we got the 6 of bows in reverse, okay? This is about an abundance. This is about something good that's rolling out, okay? This is about seeing things from one side, the number 6, because it's the word 6, so it's in reverse. It's not the number 6, it's the word 6. 6 is about is the number of the cube, seeing things from all sides, building, so on and so forth. So this is about tearing down and seeing things from one point of view. Maybe things are falling down because you are seeing things from one point of view. Okay, this is about your wheel rolling backwards. All right, Aquarius, this is the past though. Okay, this is the past. But coming to the present, you had this Five of Bows. You thinking that the grass is green on the other side, rocking out with your cock out, one without the other four, one without the other four. Okay, both of these are fire energy as well, just so that you know that, just to throw that out there. You know, it makes me feel like you guys have enacted and have reacted to a situation, and it's kind of going. It's funny because I was just looking at the word postal. You guys kind of going postal. You know what I mean? It's just like some things happen and you reacted to it in a very negative fashion. You know what I'm saying? It's just not even caring no more. It's like something bad happened. You're just like, fuck it, I'm done. I give up. You know, I'm finna be reckless for a minute. I'm just finna live and do me. Fuck it all. You know what I mean? So this is you thinking that the grass is green on the other side. You rocking out with your cock out, okay? Coming to the future, this is the King of Arrows in reverse. This is about you not having what it is that you want. You know, the Kingfisher floats across the river, and this is funny because this card is coming out on my last 3 readings, and plus a reading for someone that I had did right before I started doing these readings. But the Kingfisher floats across the river, you know, and he sees what fish he wants, and he dips down in the water, gets the fish he wants, gets it, and get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is about you not getting the fish that you want. You know what I mean? And I really feel like you not having what you want is because of this behavior that you are encountering, this behavior that you are displaying right now at the moment because of things all falling down, possibly in the past, because of a loss, possibly in the past. Okay? All right, let's get some clarifications and see what they're talking about. Said I've already shuffled, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that they're nice and mixed up. This card, I finally did a reading and only got one familiar card from the other readings, and the other time it would have been at least half and half. Going into the past, you have the Seven of Bows, the Four of Stones in reverse, and the Knight of Bows in reverse. Lots of fire energy in here. Lots of fire energy. The Seven of Bows is about taking what it is that you desire, putting it to the back. You know what I mean? Taking what it is that you want, putting it to the back, and clearing something out. You know, getting some things out of your life. You know, but what was it that you had cleared out of your life, Aquarius? This right here, this Four of Stones, is in reverse. This is about not protecting something that's worthless. You know what I'm saying? Not holding on to fool's gold, thinking that it's gold, thinking that it's valuable. You know what I mean? This is you not protecting your innocence as well. You know, and then it's followed by the Knight of Bows. And this is not hiding your hand, not being clever. Okay, so it's like there was something that, to me, that you were following. You know what I mean? Some sort of, it could have been a person, it could have been a blueprint or something like that. Whatever it was, you were following it, okay? And it caused you to lose. It caused you to lose. It caused you to be reckless. It was something that was removed. It was something that you took what you wanted and put it to the background. You know what I mean? And remove some things for your life. You know what I mean? And what I feel like you removed are some very valuable things, like common sense. You know what I mean? And shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just thinking that this is what happened. You know what I mean? You, at some point in your time, some point in time back here in this past, you gave up. You said, fuck it. You quit doing things smart. You quit protecting your innocence. You said, fuck that. I am out here. I am doing what I want to do, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And through that, you started missing your blessings. You started missing blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing because you weren't listening to yourself. You gave up on yourself. You gave up on what it is that you needed to have, what it is that you needed to do. Your day-to-day. You didn't want to go to work. You was like, fuck work. I don't need work. Here you is with a house, car, bills, And you just like, fuck work, I don't need work. If I fall behind, I'll get back eventually, but right now I don't care, I don't give a fuck. It could be due to a lot of things though. It could be due to some legit shit, you know, a loss of a friend or family member or something, you know. Could be due to a loss of a job, you know, and you were just like, whatever it was that you lost, you just removed whatever it is from yourself. You removed your fire. You know what I mean? You removed your determination. It's just like you just, in this past, you just didn't want anything. You were done. You know what I mean? You stopped seeing things from all sides and started seeing things from one side. You were just like, I don't need anything. I don't need nobody. I don't need shit. You know? And that's where you were at. In this past, you started displaying some reckless behavior. Coming to the present, maybe things are trying to turn around. Maybe you got the 10 of arrows in reverse. You got the ace of arrows, both air energy, and then you have the balance card in reverse, the major arcana balance card. Okay, so this 10 is the word 10. You know, it's not the number, it's the word 10. So it's in reverse, and it's saying that something is incomplete. You know what I mean? In this picture of this 10 of arrows, it's like somebody's being tripped up. Somebody's trying to show somebody something and they're being tripped up, but it's in reverse. So this is about you not being tripped up. You know what I mean? This ace of arrows following behind it is the ace of truth. This is about going places as well. You know what I mean? Traveling, possibly. And not necessarily traveling physically. It could be traveling mentally, you know, especially with this being an air card. It could be mind traveling, okay? Coming to this 14, this balance card in reverse, you know, it's a 4 in reverse and it's a 1. You know, it's about not being grounded, you know what I'm saying? Beginning to not be grounded, you know, starting to just kind of just lose it, you know. I made a post on Facebook the other day, was talking about losing myself, you know, and I think that's possibly where you're at, and it makes sense for me. I'm an Aquarius moon, you know what I mean? So this is where I'm at emotionally. So if I'm losing myself emotionally, I don't see why not, you know. I toot my own horn, but I didn't start really displaying all this reckless behavior. I'm still going after what it is that I need and what it is that is going to make me progress. And I'm not saying that you not. I'm saying that you let go of something, like you lost something, okay? So here you are in the present. Like I said, thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, rocking out with your cock out, trying to make some moves to do things, I guess, to make you feel good. But the problem with it is that there's no stability in it. You know what I mean? It's completely unstable. It's completely unstable. You know, the beautiful part is that you're not being tripped up. But you're not being tripped up because you're not allowing anything in. You're not allowing anybody in. You're not in, and then you know the truth. You have your own truth right here. You know what I'm saying? And I think this could be the truth, but I think it's your own truth. And I think through you having your own truth, you know what I mean, it's got your mind, just, you may be overthinking things. You know, you may be just being super extra on your thinking, and whatever it is that's going on, it's knocking you off balance. You know what I mean? There's no healing. It's like destroying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, I mean, destroying, it might be a harsh word, you know, but you are definitely holding yourself up in this situation, you know. You're just displaying this reckless behavior, Aquarius, and honestly, shit, you just need to stop, possibly. You know, who knows? Maybe you need to break. Maybe you need to vacation from reality. You know, just don't take it too far. And that's just me just trying to look at the brighter side of things. You know, sometimes you have to let go. You know, but don't and letting go, let go all the way. Don't go all the way of letting go. You know, because you could cause some sort of permanent damage, you know, to yourself, to others that you love, to your life, to your lifestyle, you know, and you don't want to do that. You know, you want to be able to come back to where you left off and pick up and work accordingly. You know, you don't want to have to do like these tornadoes just did. These tornadoes just tore shit up. You know what I mean? So now these people have to rebuild. You don't want to have to go to that point where you completely have to rebuild, Aquarius. Okay? A little bit of collateral damage is fine, but just don't take it too far. All right, let's go to this future. It's a little better. You got the 4 arrows. You got the major arcana card 19, the Son of Life, in reverse, and then you have the Ace of Stones. All right. So, mind you, this is all about, in this future, it's about not getting the fish that you want, not being able to be the kingfisher. You know, it kind of really puts me in the mind frame of like, sort of like having an attitude, you know, as an explanation for this present and this past. You know, having an attitude like, oh, I can't have this, then I don't want shit. No, I can't do this, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of just whatever. You know, this 4 arrows is about getting some rest. It's about, so these arrows right here, none of them are in this guy. This guy's just asleep, you know, and I feel like you're this butterfly, okay? Or maybe this is you getting some sleep. And this butterfly is sitting on this branch, waiting on you to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on you to do something different. And the thing about that is that a butterfly only has a couple weeks to live. You know what I mean? And it's just like others around you, you know, possibly that you care about, that you love, and that love you back, are concerned with you, watching you get this rest, watching you get this sleep, you know, and they're wasting their life around you. The question is, do you really want that? You know what I mean? I see you waking up from that slumber, not necessarily feeling good about what it is that you need to do next, not necessarily confident, but still starting to see things begin with this 19, this number 19 here in reverse, which makes it 61. This is you beginning to see things from all sides. You know what I mean? And not feeling good, maybe that's you not feeling good about what it is that you're doing at the present right now and what you were doing in the past. You know, you starting to recognize, starting to see some things, you start to see things, like I said, from all angles, from all sides now. You know, and through that, it made you grow. With this Ace of Stones right here, it makes you start to grow. It's just very little vegetation here and a whole lot of dirt and shit, a whole lot of nothing all around it. You know, there's no leaves on the trees, nothing. So it's like starting from square one. Okay? So just to break it all down, you know, there was a loss back here in this past. You know, there was something that was lost. It could have been physical, it could have been mental, you know, it could have been spiritually. I don't know, but whatever it was, you lost it. And when you lost it, you lost it. You was like, fuck everything, fuck the world. And that brought you to this present energy. You just being reckless, doing whatever it is that you wanted to do. You know what I mean? You just letting everything go and you're just saying, fuck it all. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the holiday time. Maybe Christmas is looking bad. Maybe Thanksgiving didn't work out or something, you know, and it's causing you to act in some sort of way. You know, it probably didn't have anything to do with the holidays. I'm just using examples. There was something that caused you to give up, for you to say fuck it all, you know, and come back around to just saying, not coming back around to anything, just going into being like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't care about anything anymore, you know, until you come to this future. And I think you realize that, hey, I got eyes on me. People are watching me. I realize I can't have things back here in this past the way that I wanted them, with this Kingfisher here in reverse, this King Arrows in reverse. I realize that I can't have things the way I wanted them, but I also realize that life goes on. Realizing that life goes on, you start to see things from other sides. Again, because back here you was only seeing things from one perspective. So up here you're seeing things from all sides. And once again, it causes for you to be able to grow. Let's get some summaries going on. Past, present, and the future. The past, the great bear, judgment. It's about having a choice. You know what I mean? A great choice, a life-shifting choice. Not just the decision of going left or right, you know. a decision of elevating and climbing higher or jumping into a fire pit. Huge decision. And I believe that in this past that you chose to jump into the fire pit. You chose to go against what it was that the all had in store for you, you know, or whatever the lesson that the all was trying to teach you. You chose to rebel against it. You know what I mean? They caused you to cuckoo. They said you crazy, but shit, you was for a moment. You were acting crazy. You know what I mean? You were letting go because you didn't like the outcome of something, or you were just tired of something. You were just tired of being beat down. You know what I mean? And life does that to you. Life beats you down, and you just had to keep standing up. You know, you got tired. You got tired of standing up. You was just like, done. You know? Coming to the present. Look at that. Same guy. You thinking that the grass is green on the other side. You being unstable, having the one without the other four, the one arrow without the other four arrows. You know, what kind of protection is that for yourself? You know, you got this club right here. You know, you're in the club state of mind, caveman state of mind, you know, or the club state of mind. You could be out there like getting it in when you ain't really in a place for all of that. You know what I'm saying? The way I look at the club state of mind is just like letting everything go, doing something that you really can't afford to do. You know, can you really, you know, you wasting time, you wasting money. You know, coming to the future, this is the journey card, the pole star, I'm sorry, the 1 and the 7. This is about the beginning to bring your heaven and earth back together. And I think this is about you coming back from a fantasy world, coming back from your journey, coming back to reality. You know, I think you went on this journey like this guy right here just went through these woods, you know what I'm saying? And you just lived in your head for a minute. That's very Aquarian, living in your head. And that can be a positive thing. It can be a very positive thing, but in this situation it wasn't, you know. But I think you came back from your mind state and came back to the world and start to realize the damage that you were doing, not only to yourself, but to the others that were watching you. You know, realizing that you were being judged by more than just you, more than just the all, you know what I mean? Maybe children that you have or something like that, or someone that you love, someone that understands you is wondering why, not understanding you at the moment, you know what I mean? Because they were just like, why are you quitting? Why you give up? This is not Aquarian, you know what I mean? You're not a quitter. You may be a loner. You may be very, very much your own individual person, self. You know what I mean? But this is you not being yourself. You may even be a little weird to some people. You know what I mean? I know me being Aquarius moon, my emotions come off as weird to some people. You know, but you may even come off like that. But right now you're just being downright different. And you're coming back from that. You're coming back from mysteries. You know what I mean? You're coming back from a world of shooting stars. And you're not wishing anymore. You know what I mean? You're starting to grow. You're starting to build. You're starting to come back to be who you are. All right? But you got to get over this phase that you're going through right now because of whatever happened in the past. Let's go to the big deck and get a final message from the universe. Seven of Stones. Healing. This is what you need right now. This is what you need right now, Aquarius. You need to heal. Okay? That's all I've been talking about. You've been hurt. You've been damaged. You said fuck it all. You know what I mean? But you need to get away from that. You need to come back to life. Look at you. Down here asleep, resting still. The earth still trying to heal you. Trying to bring you back. And the funny thing is, with the card being the seer, being the main general energy of this reading, it's just like You quit following your intuition. You need to come back to that. You need to come back to following your intuition and doing what it is that's right for you. Let's see how this relates to the Moonology card. Now that we've done it, look at that. A time for healing. Balsamic Moon. Look at that. Look at your boy, right? Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need, people that's watching you. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it, using that intuition. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. That's what you just got. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. When one is healed, all are healed. Wow. Look how that went together. Man, that went together, didn't it? Didn't it come together, Aquarius? I know. Anyway, I thank you guys for tuning in. I am Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Thank you so much for being part of this journey, even though it's been a long, there's been some gaps in between these readings and stuff, but thank you. Thank you for not leaving me. Thank you for hanging around and sticking around. Love, peace, blessings. I'll talk to you next time, Aquarius. Peace.